Hi guys, good evening and welcome back once again to The Ed Word. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I will be discussing what I thought of the latest and greatest episode of season 8 so far of AMC's Fear the Walking Dead, which dropped last night on AMC Plus. I finally had a chance to watch it just now. I missed it last night because I was watching The Flash. You can check out that film review here on this channel, but right now I'm going to talk about what I thought of the final mid-season finale for Fear the Walking Dead, and what I think we could see in the future. Now, before I begin, of course, please be warned, this is a spoiler-filled review, so if you're not caught up on Fear the Walking Dead by the most recent episode, which is episode 6 of season 8, you do not want to keep watching or listening, as I will be going into spoilers, plot details, character stuff, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. First and foremost, goodbye and good fucking riddance to Shrike. Oh, I was happy to watch her die. You know, I was really hoping for a minute there that June was going to finish her off via severed Walker head, but I guess Finch didn't want her to suffer in pain the same way he was suffering from his Walker bite, so Dwight and Sherry were just like, yeah, make it quick and painless. But then her brother showed up, so I guess her brother put her down. After June kind of threatened him to. It was still satisfying as hell to see her wake up strapped to the table and June just glaring at her with his Walker head right next to her. That was still satisfying as hell. That, even though it didn't happen that way, it was still visually pleasing to see that. So good riddance, Shrike. And I was happy to finally see her die because I fucking hated that character. But oh, hats off to the lovely actress who did a wonderful job portraying such a wonderful villain we all love to hate. So, what I also liked about this episode is that we finally seemingly have broken through Morgan's PTSD. You know, it's true you can never truly cure PTSD, but you can treat it and address it as well as you can, even especially in the post-apocalypse. So it makes sense that Madison, who knows what it's like to lose family, to lose children, would be able to identify with them and tell them, you know what, they may be gone, but they're never truly gone because they're always with us and they make us who we are. And I love how Morgan realized that in order not to lose Mo, he had to let her go, or at least give her the choice. Do you want to be with me or do you want to go off on your own? It's your choice. He wasn't going to make her do anything. And that's what truly, ironically, is what made Mo want to go with him, was the fact that he simply gave her the choice or a decision in the matter. I thought that was really cool. That was pretty good. You know, Padre is seemingly defeated for the most part. I mean, Shrike is dead. Her brother's probably left in a sobbing mess. Their soldiers are presumably wiped out, or they've integrated with Daniel's soldiers and the prefects. And it seems like Madison has taken charge and wants to make Padre a true safe haven for anyone who's interested. And she seems to now want to do the opposite of what Padre was doing and reunite all these stolen kids with their respective families. And it seems like somebody was listening to Madison's transmission and they had Alicia's old skeletal arm appendage as well. Could that have been Alicia, or was it someone else? Seems unlikely it was Alicia, considering how she lost that arm last season. So it's probably somebody else, but who's probably come across Alicia or maybe found that appendage. Only time will tell. And I also realized, apparently, this is Morgan's exit episode. That, you know, instead of thankfully not being killed off, I don't want to see him die or be killed off. Apparently, Morgan has been written off of Fear the Walking Dead officially, and now the door is open for him to cross over to the other shows. I do not see him appearing in the Daryl show, as that show is primarily going to take place in France, so I would rule that one out. I'd also rule out Dead City, which also had its series premiere the other night. I'll be covering that shortly as well, too. That's going to be mostly a Negan and Maggie show, so I doubt Morgan will pop up there. The next best bet, and the most logical one, is the yet-to-be-titled Rick and Michonne show, or limited series. Still don't know which kind of format it's going to be, but the point is that seems like the best possible place for Morgan to pop back up again. Because if he's truly committed to relocating with Rick Grimes and everybody else, it's going to be on that show. And I say that because obviously Walking Dead ended last November, and obviously Morgan did not make an appearance on that show. So now that he's reunited with his daughter and he's said goodbye to Grace, goodbye to Dwayne and Jenny, goodbye to Madison as well, he can now work his way back to the main show. Even though it's over, he can head back to Alexandria, only to find out that they have a new home at the Commonwealth. Is it still the Commonwealth? Yeah, it's still the Commonwealth. Yeah, they just changed governments. But I'm really excited to see what the future could hold for Morgan, whether he'll pop up anywhere else in this franchise, whether it's on the Dead City show or the Rick and Michonne show, I don't know. But hats off to Lenny James for giving off a hell of a performance in this episode. You know, he did an excellent job capturing the tortured, tormented soul of a man stricken with grief and loss and PTSD. And I really love seeing like the visual red flashes. Like we were finally seeing what seeing red looks like to him with killing walkers and killing people. And this was overall just a great episode and a really solid final mid-season finale. I am going to guess and assume that the rest of this season, when it drops later this year, is going to be spent on reconnecting with other characters whom we still haven't seen yet. We don't know where Strand is, where Luciana is, where the rabbi is, where the kids are. There's a couple of, like, a bunch of other characters whom we haven't seen in a very long time. And I would just personally love to see where they are, what they've been up to, and hopefully how they're doing. And, you know, hopefully they'll be okay as well. So thanks for watching this mid-season finale review. I really enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys did too. Shrike is dead. Padre is somewhat defeated, or at least reorganized into something better, more positive. And Morgan has left us, but it's good to know that he's still alive out there with Mo. So that's warming to the heart as well. So guys, thanks again for watching. I have no idea when Fear will return. It'll be most likely later this year at some point, either after or before the Daryl show drops this fall. Who knows, but only time will tell. Have a wonderful rest of your night, everyone. Thanks for watching, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.